Someday we'll be buried here, side by side, 6 feet under, in matching coffins, our lifeless bodies rotting together for all eternity.
Cara mia.
I don't usually do anything for Valentine's Day, so this is kind of a surprise video, I guess. Mainly because I don't think Valentine's Day is really the aesthetic for me. I'm not really into a lot of romantic things, and when I am, it's usually very niche interests, like the Addams family. I really want to be able to push myself and draw more couples this year, mainly because I want to push myself and do more dynamic poses for couples, or at least 2 people, instead of just drawing the same one character in really cool outfits. So since I really do love Gomez and Morticia, I thought they would be the perfect way to start a little Valentine's Day doodle session. I originally wanted to film a video where I did a sketchbook spread for Valentine's Day of art that I already made on Procreate and printed, but a lot of stuff got in the way after the convention that I just made a video for, so I thought I could do just a cute little time-lapse video of all of the drawings that I thought were Valentine's Day appropriate. I really love the dynamic between Gomez and Morticia, and also, since I am Puerto Rican, I really do love the fact that the last 2 live-action actors for Gomez have been Puerto Rican, so that's fun for me. I do, however, wish that I had been a little bit more dynamic with the poses, because I actually saved a lot of couples photos where they're dancing together, but I thought they looked so cute in the little heart idea that I didn't want to get rid of it, so I just stuck with the one where they're sitting together. And once I was satisfied with the pose, I started to get a little more finicky with the color palette because I wanted it to be a more dark purple. And after that, I started to work on this little doodle of a picture that I really love. You guys can look it up because I cannot for the life of me remember what movie The Mermaid was from when they were shooting this, but it's basically when 2 actors met on a film lot and they took a picture together, and I think it's the cutest photo. I really didn't want to find it colorized because I wanted to be able to color it in myself, and it kind of just looks like Frankenstein and Ariel. I need you guys to understand the sheer amount of will that it took me to not make a Frankenstein and Frankenstein's bride Valentine in the same little heart idea as I did Gomez and Morticia, or even just the Munsters. But this is a photo that I have loved for years, and I literally have it printed out. I haven't found a space for it in my room yet, but I love this photo and I had to redo it. I was originally going to just stop there and just draw these 2 and have them in a sketchbook spread, but a lot of stuff got in the way, and I thought it would be a better idea to just put them all together in one video and then do a spread eventually, because I was gonna miss Valentine's Day, and that's what this was for. So I'm just gonna call this part of the video the spooky Valentine's Day section, and I really do love how both of them came out, especially when you see them next to each other. Now, this is probably an incredibly jarring cut, but as you can see in my last video, I was at a convention recently, and I have another convention in April, and I have a lot of new stickers, and I decided to update my Etsy shop with the ones that I have an excess amount of. So all of these little stickers that you see here, these very cute little stickers, are officially on my Etsy shop. I wanted to time the Etsy update right when I made this video because I didn't know how else to promote it. So there it is. If you guys like any of these stickers, I have them up on my Etsy shop as of today. If you like them, order them soon, since I will be going to another convention in April, and I will put my shop in vacation mode again.
The princess shall indeed grow in grace and beauty.
And we're back to the Valentine's Day doodles. Now, this is supposed to be sort of a idea of what Sleeping Beauty would actually look like, and then another design that I ended up making a ton of later. So that's going to be part 3, but this is part 2, where I try to do Briar Rose's sort of like peasant outfit, and then I eventually try to do my take on the pink and blue outfit. I'm not gonna lie, I struggled a lot because I was trying to keep the original color palette from the Disney movie, and I don't really think it worked for this. But the thing about Sleeping Beauty is that whenever I try to do a historically accurate, said with quotes, sort of drawing, it never feels like Sleeping Beauty because I feel like her look was less medieval and more pre-Raphaelite take on medieval. So I think next time I'm just going to draw her with those vibes. I think the disconnect is that whenever I try to, she looks more like Princess Ilongwe than she does Aurora. Nevertheless, I persisted, or at least tried to, and the reason that I really wanted to draw Sleeping Beauty like this is because I have a weird soft spot for the Sleeping Beauty movie. She's not my favorite princess, and there's nothing wrong with her either. I am a big defender of the original Disney princesses. But the movie is just so beautiful to look at that I watch it constantly, and I have thoughts on the character of Sleeping Beauty / Briar Rose / Aurora, but I'm not going to get into that because that is not what this video is for. I might on TikTok though, if you guys are interested. To keep it short, I firmly believe that Aurora is so much more interesting when you think about how really weird she must be. I mean, think about it. She's a ridiculously beautiful girl with a haunting singing voice, living in the woods, being raised by 3 women who are not human, and she has prophetic dreams. I love her. And before I show you guys the last 3 little images that I have, I figured I should give you some context. I wasn't originally going to do it, but then I saw this video by Prickly Alpaca, and it kind of changed the game. The answer was simple. Look up random images. I don't know what it is about Valentine's Day, but lately, the only things that I've been connecting to the holiday have been food. Last year, I was suddenly struck with the idea to make breakfast-themed women and children, and this year, I made all candy girls. I admittedly made these last minute because I was only going to make the chocolate box themed one so that I could stick it into my sketchbook when I made my little spread. But this morning when I decided to just do a time lapse, I figured I might as well do all of my other ideas at once just to get them out. So you guys are definitely going to see all of these later when I add them into my sketchbook spread video that'll hopefully be out after this one. Anyway, as you can see, the first girl that I worked on is entirely based off of a heart-shaped chocolate box, and then this one that I'm working on right now is based off of those little chalky heart candies that have the little things on them. I tried to write them down, like the things that they have on them on the skirt, but some of them aren't really all that legible. I also remembered that with the hearts, I would always get those candy bracelets and necklaces when I was younger, so I added those to this one too. I originally based these girls off of a vintage Harlequin illustration. I think you can see it when I am sketching everything out earlier, and that's why they have the little mask on them. But then I figured it would be cuter if they were like little Valentine's witches. So even though they all have different outfits and different hats, you can still tell that they all have the little pointy hat. And then this last one is based off of these kind of gummy heart-shaped candies that I saw online. I've actually never had them before, but I really liked how they looked like the Powerpuff Girls hearts, and I based it off of that color palette specifically because I thought that none of the other girls seemed to have that sort of pink on pink on pink Valentine's Day aesthetic. And finally, these are all 3 of the girls together and the candy that inspired each of their outfits. Let me know which one is your favorite, and thanks for watching. If you'd like to keep up with shop updates, please favorite my Etsy, and please make sure to subscribe so you guys can know when I'm going to make another video, because I hopefully will be making a sketchbook spread video with all of these drawings that you just saw me make. And I'd like to be more active and talk to more people while I'm on here, so let me know if you actually like the video. I know that it's only like a time lapse and not the usual sketchbook content that you're looking for, but hopefully next time with these images, I'll be able to make a sketchbook spread.
You bewitched me. I proposed that very night.